Over the past few months, I noticed something very strange, which is that I am getting more and more attached to my family. I want to do more things for them, spend more time with them, buy them a lot of things. I can open up more now, I can make some casual jokes, and this is very strange for me because up until my college, I was completely opposite of this. I was like this emotionless robot who was always in my own room. I would hardly want to spend any time with my parents, and I just wanted to be alone in my own sort of world. I tried to understand why this happened. What changed so suddenly? And there are multiple reasons for this. For example, I got a job, I started making money, I became more responsible. So up until my college, when I was this emotionless robot, I always saw myself as this little child, this little boy, this kid. I would always do what my parents want me to do without questioning them. They make all the decisions, but I am supposed to blindly follow that. But after my college ended, I got a job, I started making money. That changed. It finally clicked that I am not a child anymore. I have grown now. Now I saw myself as this separate, independent person who is not blindly following my parents. Making more money means that now I can do more things for my family. I can buy more things for them. And having a job also teaches you to take the responsibility. Because up until college, if you fuck up something, that is completely up to you. You are the only person that takes the damage. But in a job, that is not the case. You make the mistake, the whole company suffers. And this habit of taking responsibility also flows into other areas of your life, including your family. You realize that your family is also your responsibility. It is not only your parents who are supposed to make all the decisions, you are also supposed to be a part of it. And sometimes to make certain decisions, you have to fight your parents. Now here's the thing. People will listen to this, they will acknowledge it, they will think that yeah, that makes sense, but they don't understand how to use it. And the answer to that is quite controversial. Do what you want to do without thinking about your parents. There are a lot of things your parents don't want you to do. Smoking, drinking, going to parties, going to clubs, hookups, dating, spending a lot of money, going to some expensive trips, a lot of things. I want you to do these things if you really feel like it. Yes, this is controversial, but this is how you grow. You need to understand where your parents are coming from. They don't want you to do these things because they think you are not capable of handling these things. And this does make sense. Hypothetically, if I had a little sister who is very innocent, let's say she is starting her college, and just like most college kids, she wants to go to parties, she wants to go to clubs at night, she wants to hang out with all the cool kids, I would stop her from doing that. Because I know very well that there are other older guys out there who are going to take advantage of her. They can get her drunk, do all sorts of weird things, and things can go very wrong. And your parents probably see you the same way. But ironically, the more they try to protect you, the less you can grow by yourself. I remember that when I started my college, I was supposed to get some education loans. This was supposed to be a very long process. You are supposed to go from one counter to another counter, fill a lot of documents, talk to a lot of people, do this, do that. And my mother would grab me by my arm like this, take me from one place to next, and she would do all the talking, all the fighting, filling all the documents. I was only supposed to sign a few things, the bare minimum. And this was not the only incident. Whenever I was supposed to do something uncomfortable, let's say going to bank to figure out some documents or talking to older people, my mother would take care of it. And because of that, I could never figure out these things by myself. I was too dependent on my mom. Even for controversial things like smoking, drinking, clubbing, going to parties, dating, if the only reason you're not doing these things is because your parents said no, that is a fucking stupid reason. Ask yourself this question. If your parents wanted you to do these things, would you still choose not to do them? If the answer is yes, that is completely fine. Don't do them. If you really believe smoking is bad for you, drinking is bad for you, don't do them. And look, I know that this is easier said than done. Most people who watch my videos, they are very shy, very introverted. They don't know how to stand up for themselves, especially in front of their parents. And to overcome that, start small. Do the things you want to do. You know they are good for you or your family, but your parents don't approve it. In my case, it was investing in health. Buying water purifiers, multivitamins, blood tests, sleep trackers, all these fancy things. My mom was always against it. She was like, we don't need these things. It is a waste of money, blah blah blah. One day I tell her, I don't ask her, I tell her I'm going to order this thing, and she accepts it. This is a very powerful technique, by the way, not just for your parents but in general. If you ask someone should I do this thing, they might say no. But if you tell them that I'm going to do this thing, or even better, I have done this thing, they will accept it. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. Now what if you want to do something but your parents are strictly against it? Do that thing anyway and don't tell them. Basically, lie to them. Okay, so first of all, you need to understand where your parents are coming from. Why are they so much against it? And if their reason is valid, then maybe you are wrong, accept it and move on. And if you really believe that they are wrong, you are right, then do that thing and find out. You don't have to tell them, and if they find out, just say sorry. And look, you might make some stupid decision, but that was your decision. You will learn something from that. Making a bad decision by yourself is still way better than just blindly following your parents. You will learn how to take responsibility. Because if something goes wrong, you are responsible for that. You made that decision. And I'm telling you right now, most of the bad decisions you're going to make, they are not going to do as much damage as you think they will. 2 months after a bad decision, you will not even think about it. And if there is a decision which can really change your whole life, you can take your parents' advice, but just as an advice. Do not blindly follow it. The final decision is supposed to be up to you. As a small action step for this video, do something your parents don't want you to do. It can be something very simple, doesn't matter what it is, but you have to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.